Hey everyone, Nox Guy here with another Destiny video, and today it's been a crazy week. The Taken King came out, and it's just been absolutely ridiculous. The grind is insane. I do apologize about the lack of videos or streaming. I've just been spending all of my extra time trying to grind to get up to 300 light. As you can tell, I'm not doing a very good job of it. But the King's Fall raid comes out. Today is Thursday. It comes out tomorrow at 1. And today a little bit, and tomorrow or tonight I'm going to be grinding, and then tomorrow morning when I get up I'm also going to grind until the raid comes out. I do have a group that most of them are either okay as far as getting their light set up, and the other ones probably not so good, but I think they're going to make it. But today is just, it's been a crazy day so far, but I want to go over a little bit of what you probably need to be doing as far as like things that you need to be doing. Legendary marks are really important. Figuring out ways to get them easily is really important. Getting your light up to a high enough level where you can do harder stuff is really important. Some of the easiest ways you can get marks is by doing the daily heroic and the Taken King, or the daily crucible match. You get 15 from each. They're pretty quick. I do suggest having a fire team for the daily heroic. It's actually not that easy. And another thing is, if you can, do the Vanguard strikes. Even though some people might not be up to 260 light just yet, I would try my hardest to get the Vanguard strikes. You do get crucible marks from those, and you also get a lot of Ingrams out of them, and they're pretty crucial as far as some of the quests. And there's a ton of quests. It's insane. I haven't been able to keep up with all of them, but I've gotten most of them done. And whenever you finish the Taken quest, you actually, the last mission is, I think you have to beat the raid. So but yeah, just to get back to this, it's extremely crucial that you do a little bit of everything. It's like, it's not easy to explain. You need to do some of the quests. The quests do give you decent drops. The further you get, the higher level the either gear or guns that you get off of it. I do suggest trying to do a little bit of just patrolling as well. I think one of the fastest ways I got up to 280, what is it, I don't even remember, 286 in my light was because we were doing the Court of Oryx like crazy. I was up at 260 and we just kept doing the Court of Oryx. We built up our runes, and we kept playing the Court of Oryx like crazy until, like, every time we played it, even on the easiest setting of the court, we kept getting decent level drops. And it would always be a little bit better each time until we built up enough Ingrams. We would go back to the tower and we would actually get all of our stuff and level it up. So I do suggest doing like a little bit of everything. There's no one in particular answer of what you should be doing at this moment. I know the Crucible drops gear, some of it between 260 and maybe a little higher. The Nightfall, I don't know. They changed what drops out of the Nightfall, I'm pretty sure, because my buddy did the Nightfall and he got, what was it, a purple, he just got a regular legendary Ingram and some motes. And me and my buddy did it yesterday, and I literally got 11 strange coins and he got 12. So hopefully Xur's going to have something impressive for all these strange coins that have already built up, and we're going to be able to get at least an exotic for the raid. So that's what I'm hoping for. Xur's going to be a big deal. Gosh dang it, I keep forgetting. I'm tapped on my Glimmer, and I can't do anything about it. The quests, as far as the quests are concerned, if you want to do a lot of the Court of Oryx, you do get like 15 rep towards Eris every time you complete one. But once you get to rank 5, you can actually buy the runes, the summoning runes. This is for the easiest mode. This is for the hard, or the medium mode-ish. And then if you want to do the hardest, you gotta, I think they only drop either by killing, I want to say, I think a potential drop of champions if you kill champions, or just doing the medium one. You should be able to get a drop for that. I did try the hardest. I don't suggest it unless you're close to like 290 or 300 light. That was insane. We were only like 270 when someone put the hardest rune in there. We got stomped. Like, you couldn't walk in without just being blistered away. And then these, of course, these are, I don't know if they're going to be crucial or not just yet, because there's so many other things you could be spending your crucial or your legendary marks on. Like, for example, whenever you get up close to like 270, 275 light, the one thing you want to look at is how many marks you have and what you need to actually upgrade. So like my weakest point, 283, 300, 283, 297, 286, 294, 283, 284. This is my weakest point, which you can't buy artifacts anyway, so it's kind of hard. But whenever you get up enough crucible, or I keep calling them that, legendary marks, I would suggest trying to buy something that has a higher defense for that spectrum. Like for example, if these boots were 269 instead, I would suggest buying a set of boots from either the Vanguard or from someone else. Or if your ghost is dogging you down, I would suggest trying to find another ghost and buying it from them. That's one thing you can spend your legendary marks on. Like I said, it's really not something that you have to take my word for. You spend them how you want. I had over 150 yesterday, and I've been spending a lot of them on infusing because I really want some legendary gear. But if I have to run blue gear in the raid, I have to. We want to do it tomorrow, and infusing is not what I had hoped it would be. So just FYI, I'm not 100% sure on how infusing's algorithms work. So I'm not going to quote anything on it, but how infusing works is for a piece of gear that you want to infuse, which can only be legendary or exotic, and I think it has to be year 2 period, you can infuse it. If you choose to infuse it, you have to have another piece in that same area of specialty with a higher defense for you to be able to dismantle it to add to it. So let's see if I can do it right now. So I've got this shotgun. I really don't want to fuse it. Oh, let's do this. This is fully upgraded. So it's 264. Let's see. I've got a gun that is 276 that I'm not using because I have a 283 gun on. It's 276, so the defense is higher than this legendary gun. And since this is a year 2 gun, I can use it to infuse, which gives me that option, which costs glimmer, weapon parts, motes, and legendary marks. Whenever you press this option to infuse, you get to look at any available weapons that are allowed to be dismantled to add so you can infuse it. So for example, I'm not going to do the 283, but the 276 would be the one that's higher than the defense of my legendary gun, and I would be able to dismantle it to infuse it. But I'm not 100% sure how it does its math, because if like it's say this gun right here, 264, if I do like a 266 or 267 gun and dismantle it, it would go up to it. But if it gets further than that, it doesn't go 100% of the way. So you have to, and I don't know what the math is for it. So 276, it's not going to bring it up to this because that's such a big difference. 264, and I'll do it just to show you. So it dismantled it 274. It didn't go all the way up to 276. So I don't know what math, I'm not 100% sure how they're getting their numbers and what they're doing to actually get it. So I don't know. If you guys know, post it down in the comments below. Give me a heads up what they're actually doing, because I would like to know. I would like to be able to calculate, what type of blue guns I need to keep and which ones I could use to infuse my gun to get to a certain level. So I don't know. No idea. And then the Vanguard also has something cool. He has these Arms Day orders that he had yesterday, or I think he still has today. I'm pretty sure, I didn't check. But the Arms Days orders are basically, you have to, I think they're 2,500 glimmer. And when you buy them, they put in the slot of the gun that you chose. This one was a scout rifle. It's a Suro scout rifle. And I think every Wednesday, someone told me that on every Wednesday, if you have an Arms Day order from a week before, the next Wednesday, it would give you a gun for that package. So I'm going to get a legendary scout rifle that next Wednesday. There's nothing you can do with it. You can't equip it. You can't put it in. You can't put it in your vault. You have to keep it in your inventory. So that's like the only downside to it. But I've been getting a lot of cool stuff, man. I love it. I love all of these new shaders. They're beautiful. I love all these new emblems. They're awesome. I don't really care for this Sparrow because it's really slow, but actually it's fast, but it doesn't have boost. What the hell? It's a Sparrow. No one cares. And the artifacts, I'm having a hard time finding these too. I don't know exactly where to find them, and you can't buy them. So I'm not sure. And there's a lot of stuff that I haven't completed just yet on my quest, like older quests. Like this was the House of Wolves. It's just the older stuff they were letting you redo if you wanted to. And I haven't even started on the Crucible stuff. I have a friend that's been doing nothing but Crucible since the Taken King came out, and his light is still pretty low. And that's one of the guys I'm afraid that I don't know if he's going to be high enough. I'm pretty sure he'll make it. I'm sure he's got plenty of time to rank up and stuff. But it's hard because the Crucible's really hard to drop a lot of stuff off of it. And not to mention, it's not that high level, so I don't know. This one is one that I really can't do. Because this one I could, but it's going to be harder than crap, and it's an armor upgrade, so it's probably a 300 defense armor upgrade. But this quest I was able to do. This is the Court of Orcs, and obviously we can see where it says 6 of 6. That was the easiest mode of the Court of Orcs. The Stolen Runes was the medium, and I got all 3 of those. Those were easy. We ran through those really quick, but the last one is the hardest mode, and I think the recommended light is 300 light, and we could not do it. We got one person that had a rune for that, and we used it, and it was crazy. So that one was hard. This one I need to do. That one's pretty easy. That one I think you just have to complete all the other Taken ones, and this one I haven't done either. Taken challenges or champions. I just have to kill the champions on Venus. So today is going to be a little bit more of a let's play than anything else, because I want to kill some more quests out of my story. And not that one. Level 40, it's hard. Recommended light? No recommendations. Fine then, I'll do it without the recommendations. Goodness gracious. And also, I hope my audio quality is a lot better. I've done a lot to improve it. Last time it was all fanooked. Don't even know what the heck happened, but Windows 10 did not save any of my primary settings. When I equalized it, it started just buffering and randomizing the hell out of it. So I don't know what happened. I could not edit it out without making it sound like crap, period. So this time I've done a lot to the microphone side as far as putting a mixer between it, a sound mixer. And I've done a lot of settings to it, and I'm trying to get it the best I could. It's supposed to have cleared it up. I've talked to a lot of people over TeamSpeak. They said it sounds amazing. So I'm hoping it's going to sound amazing on your part, and I'm not going to have to do much in Audacity anymore, so I don't have to rely on any software to equalize it. And that's what was screwing it up. Every time I tried to equalize it in a program on my computer, it didn't want me to do it. And in this case, it will now. It's all done through the microphone, so whenever it's going into the computer just automatically hears it this new setting. So I don't need to have this gun on because this thing is not gonna do me any good. And forgive me, I just literally got on, so I probably have. Oh, hey buddy. I just want to switch guns real quick. That's all I want to do. God forbid it. And I love auto rifles. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not playing around with all the guns to see which one's best and which one's not. But I have noticed that the auto rifle for me has been a preferred choice. It's been amazing. Die, brethren. Die. No one likes you. Oh, you're dead already. Track the Taken signal. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Dude, I hope everybody else is liking the Taken King. I do need to talk a little bit more about the giveaway. I'm still so not dead set on when to do it. Because I've been so extremely busy with grinding that I haven't been able to, sit down and talk to everybody in my team about when's the best time to do it. Because I'm not going to be streaming for the raid. I'm going to be recording it for YouTube, and I'm going to be doing full compilations on the raid. I think it's more beneficial for my channel than it would be for streaming, because there's going to be so many people freaking running it on Twitch, and it's not going to be beneficial for me. And all the people, I run in a raid group, or not a raid group, but a streaming group, so it literally doesn't make any sense for me to run. Oh god, I may or may not die. Yep, I died. Shoot, I need to pay attention. But it's not beneficial for me to have like 6 people in the same group streaming and all the viewers split between most of us. So oh god, that's not my. It's more beneficial for a few of us to be streaming and them to have a higher viewer count, considering it's going to be hard to get a lot of viewers for the raid anyways, than it would be for a lot of us to be streaming and have a lower viewer count and putting us lower down the spectrum. So I'm going to record it. I know you guys are going to like it. I'm going to do a full compilation on it. Hopefully have it out the next day by Saturday. And I really want to do the freaking giveaway. I really do. It's not that I don't want to do it, and I'm not putting it off. I just don't know when the best time to do it is. But I'm going to do it. And I just got to pick a time. So, forgive me on that. I hope it's not that big of an issue for a lot of people that may or may not have been relying on the giveaway. I hope you weren't, period. But if you can get it, get it. If not, don't wait. Dude, why does it say there's someone behind me? There's nobody behind me. Let's do this. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, I don't have my grenade right now. Oh, this hurts. No, that's not gonna do a lot. Oh god. Also, another thing is, I love the Night Stalker. Now, I know a lot of people are saying Stormcaller is one of the most OP classes. I will agree with that. I played a little bit of PvP, and I've seen that thing just blows through people whenever it's Crucible. And, I mean, even in PvE, it still blows through boss damage like crazy. So, I will admit, it is a pretty big deal. But I still like the Stormcaller. I don't know why. I'm just a big Hunter fan. I don't even care if it's worse, but I like it. Another thing. There's a lot of another things. Don't get me wrong. I want to cover it all. I just can't remember it all at the same time. So, the sword. Another thing you need to be worried about for the Taken King is the sword. If you haven't already got it, there's a mission or a quest for the Crucible Vanguard, or the Crucible dude, and you get a quest lineup that allows you to do you have to get like 25 of those flakes off Dreadnought that you get out of chests, and it allows you, once you complete that, you're basically able to take it back and you're able to get a sword, which I have one and I'll use it here in a second. It acts as a heavy weapon, and the sword's apparently going to be pretty crucial to the raid. So I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be in relation to the raid, but it's supposed to be crucial. I have one friend that's ranking it up as we speak, and I've gotten mine up to like 260, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's still immune. Let's put it on. Yeah, there it is. 265. And basically, you're going to have quests for it. Once you get it up to 280, you actually unlock a quest for your sword. And what this will do is it'll unlock I'm pretty sure an exotic sword, which you'll be using later on. So, think ahead. Make sure that it's something that you want to do. And also make sure that you pick the one that you want most. You're only going to get an option. Each of them have a different burn. And you're only going to get an option once to pick which sword you want for one. And I have the Void one. It just depends on what your preference is. You're never going to be able to use the sword for every burn, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so much stuff right here. I can't do anything about it. Darn it. Dude, you have to, like, if you're a low light, you have to take this stuff slow. The Nightfall? Actually, Nightfall wasn't so bad. I was 276. I had a friend that was 280. And I also had another friend that was like 270 right on the dot. And we were doing pretty well. You just have to take it slow. You rush these things and you just get owned. Where is this guy? I literally have no idea where this dude is. And I'm getting pumped. Alright. Echo of Orcs, where are you, bro? Do I have to kill everything to find you? Do I have to kill it? Ah! Wahaha! Found you! I actually don't think the sword is going to be beneficial in this area because I don't want to get that close to him. Oh, you disappeared already, you little punk. Ah. Oh, he's right above me, I think. Ingram! Ingram! It's green, no dams are given though. Probably not a good idea to stand in the middle. Oh god. See, he gets behind this and you can't go for him. Oh crap, I'm out of primary. Drop primary, please. Oh yes. Ah! Air around you crackles and burns. No. Crackles, it probably meant crash. I don't know. I'm trying to read this so fast. Oh, you're almost dead. You're almost dead. You're almost freaking dead. Reload. Oh, thank God. Big dude stuff. Big dude stuff. I got it. Oh, pff, well, that's that gun you turn into the flicking flybody flip. And you get the flipper flicking jiggers. Whatever you want to call it. Okay. Oh, yes. Alright, mission's end. That's another quest down the drain. Thank God. The patrol ones weren't stupid easy. The champions aren't bad, but like I said, dude, if you have friends, get them on here. Like, stick together with the quests. If you need to go off and do other stuff to keep lines with quests with people, do it, because this stuff gets ridiculous. Alright, so I need to check that one quest and see what it wants me to do now. I gotta talk to the dude with the dudes, and it's step 6. That one might be a little tough because those are champions. Champions are not easy. There's 3 of them that you have to do on Earth. Wasn't easy. I will admit that. One of them I was able to solo with a random. That was in Skywatch. The one that was in, I don't know the exact names. I don't know, there was another one that we had 6 people, like me, my friend, and 4 other randoms showed up all at the same time with the guy champion coming in. So we got lucky. We burned through him really quick. And then the second one, I think it was the Rocket Yards. That one took a while. We kept 2-manning it twice, and we would get him right to the point of death, and then he would disappear. So we had a 3rd person join us, and we finally killed him. Thank God. That one was probably the toughest just because we didn't have a ton of people. And you would think there would be a lot more people, but there isn't. Oh, dude. That shotgun, though. I don't want to upgrade. See, that one. Oh. Another thing. Too many things. Legendary shotguns, not shotguns. Legendaries, period. Give you legendary marks if you dismantle them. But here's the catch. If it's, like, for example, this one is almost fully, well, it's like everything's almost unlocked. Well, if it's 100% unlocked, but you haven't actually used the materials to unlock it, if you dismantle it with everything unlockable, then you actually get 5 marks. If you do it with a brand new gun, which I don't seem to have, yeah, here we go. If I do it with a brand new gun, I'm only going to get 3. So there's a difference. If you actually keep guns in, for you to be able to boost or to be able to get more marks, you're gonna be wanting to at least keep some of those on and getting more experience if you're doing bounties and stuff. And whenever those get full on experience, if you don't already need it somewhere else, then you can actually use it, and you can dismantle those and get more. If it's that big of a deal to you. Sometimes it might be. Sometimes it might not. Ooh. Dude, I might be editing a lot of this stuff out. There's no telling what I'm going to do. What? I get a 250 gun. Yeah, 250 gun. Which sucks, because I don't need a 250 gun. I need a 300 gun. Oh my god, the Taken Mars. This is gonna suck. There's always a quest after another quest. Alright. Return to the Dreadnought and stop the creation of the powerful Taken War Beast. Complete the mission. Summoner's Circle. Seek out the source of the Taken Bright. Complete mission. So I've got 2 missions, and I'm gonna get legendary marks for this one and none for that one. Too much. Too much. Dude, I've been grinding for a crazy amount of hours. I'll probably put at least a good 30 to 40 hours just grinding this. And unless your RNG is like stupid, crazy, awesome, it's just gonna take a while. And I can't get this because I still have too much glimmer. God dang it. Why can't I just spend my glimmer? I'm never capped. When there was weapon reforging, there was no such thing as a cap for me. Dude, I can actually infuse the crap out of this stuff right here. I don't need another shotgun, so let's infuse this. 258. Let's do this one. 277. See, like I said, if it's a short distance, it'll do it for you. If it's not a short distance, and there's a big difference between the defense of the gun you're dismantling and the one that you have, yeah, it doesn't give it all to you. I can't calculate it. I don't know. Eventually someone will. Someone will take the time and be like, well, this 2 goes over the 5, and you do a fraction with the quantum physics variable on this one, and yeah, that's how you do it. Oh, God. Oh, more marks. I don't even want an exotic yet. I just want to get the freaking 300 light. 290 would be fine. 300 would be just outright what I want. But if there's one thing I've noticed about this game, if you want it, don't ask for it because it won't give it to you. If you don't want it, ask for it because, or don't ask, or if you want it, ask for it because it'll probably give it. If you don't want it, it'll give it to you. If you want it, it won't give it to you. God, that was a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast. If you want to give it to, if you want to give it to you, if you don't want to give it to, if you don't want it, if you don't want to give it to you, if you want it, it won't give it to you. If you don't want it, it'll give it to you. If you want it, don't. No. No. Couldn't even do it twice. Oh, dude. So, I hope everybody's still enjoying the Taken King. I got my PlayStation in too, and I got it all hooked up and the fancy stuff with the stuff, but I have yet to have played it because the grind just to get ready for the raid for one character has taken me every bit of the time since the Taken King's come out. Even some people that have literally been putting in countless hours since the freaking Taken King has came out are still having a hard time getting up to that level. So, yeah. What did I spend Glimmer on? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Oh, yeah, I got him out. Oh, damn it. I'm so close to upgrading my Cryptarch. Which dude is it? It's this dude back here. So, there's so many things. I can make individual videos on every single possible thing there is in this game. But that would be so boring. And not for me. It would take me maybe like 10 minutes and I could have you a video for like a 5-minute video on explaining the individual vanguards, the individual systems of moats and strange coins and all that other good stuff. And I might get into it later whenever we find out more about, you know, just in case they do any changes after the raid. I do like to make sure that my, you know, ducks are in a row before I spill out the beans and pretend like I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, for now, I'm going to keep it on the down low as far as doing any videos on excessive amounts of moat, you know, like moat farming or strange coin farming or, you know, legendary mark farming. That's going to be a big deal now that everything is legendary marks. Everything. Buying stuff, infusing stuff, buying your exotics, your year 2 exotics if you have the year 1s, everything. So, yeah, I'm going to work a little bit more on systems on the most effective way of getting these marks, these moats, these strange coins, and I'm going to try to find out more uses for all of them so I can give you guys more of a more of a beneficial tutorial than a just kind of explanatory tutorial saying, hey, this is how you get them. This is the most effective way to get them. This is what they're used for. I would like for you to be able to say, hey, this is a good way to spend them. And you would be able to confidently say, hey, this is, not quoting me on this stuff, but saying, hey, this guy suggested, maybe it's a good idea we spend our strange coins on upgrading stuff that we need instead of stuff that we want. Or trying to buy equipment to raise our light on stuff that we don't have, instead of buying another exotic. Everybody's going to be able to get a potential for an exotic, but it's just one of those things. If you want a year 2 exotic and you have a crap load of, legendary marks, go for it. If you don't sit there and spend all of your time building legendary marks to buy an exotic, and your gun was like a 290 something. The year 2 exotics, when you buy them, are only 280. So if you have something that's lower, you probably want to get that up if you want to raise your light, if that's a big deal for you, which it should be if you want to do the raid. So yeah, but this is probably a good stopping point. I don't typically stop in between a lot of stuff, so this is probably a good stopping point for me. I do want to thank everybody again for supporting the YouTube series. I don't know which one I'm preferred to as far as streaming and YouTubing. I like YouTubing a lot better. I can just edit out the crap that I suck at. The power of editing. But I'm not 100% sure what I want to specify in, because my time is really limited, if you can't tell. And it would have been a little bit better, with streaming. If you have a lot of excess time and you can play with your followers, streaming's more beneficial. But if you can't, and you're more constrained to grinding and your timing's limited and you've got to do the important things when you get the opportunity to play, it's kind of hard to be a streamer, but it's a little bit easier for you to be a YouTuber. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not the technical genius here, so I'm just kind of giving you a brief overview about it. So again, the Taken King, it's amazing. I love it. The light system, I love how the light system is more incorporated towards, requirements on stuff you can do. I like the new guns. They're all pretty fairly good. I like the balancing. Everything's just freaking awesome. I can't tell you what else is perfect about it besides everything's hard. And that's awesome, because easy's not awesome. At first, not after like a week. So again, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the giveaway later on. I want to talk more to my friends about when's the most effective time that I should be doing it. I really want to do it during a stream. So if you guys have any suggestions on any things that you guys want me to look up, like, as far as what legendary marks, if you guys want me to do a tutorial on legendary marks, I will. Just, if you want me to, post down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, there's no medium. And if you want to give it a down, you're not cool. So, yeah, thank you all again. If you guys want me to do other things, like other types of games, which I'm really interested in doing, I'm afraid to. I play a lot of other games, but I'm afraid to do them on this YouTube series because a lot of you guys are probably Destiny fans. So I want to do other games too, because this game's hard to be funny with. The comedy series to this lineup, it's a very serious game. It's hard to be funny with it. So if you guys have any other ideas and you guys want me to do other games, I can. So yeah, but on the flip side, guys, I've enjoyed the Taken King so far. The raid is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Today is Thursday, September the 17th, and tomorrow is going to be the 18th with the raid coming out. I am going to be doing a raid. Look for those videos for the compilations. I'll do multi-part for the raid, and then towards the end, I'll spend a lot more time and do a full compilation with details. So if you guys want to look for that, you can. Other than that, it's been a crazy week, and I want to thank everybody for that. I want to thank Bungie for being awesome and spending way too much time on this now. So, other than that, guys, I will talk to you all later.